early morning football in the U.S. Hey, it's the coach. This is the NFL International Series on EA Sports. Coming up, it is mid-afternoon in the U.K. We've got our fourth and final game in London this year between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll see you again at halftime, but for now, it's time to head across the Atlantic where we check in with our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Texans offense heading out, and it's Deshaun Watson leading the way, the third-year man out of Clemson. Last year, 26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, but the big number for the Texans, he was sacked a league-high 62 times. They'll try to do better in this one. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
Plenty of talent on the Houston Texans roster, especially on the offensive side of the ball, but I want to focus in on Kiki Kuti, their slot receiver, who does nice damage when he's got a chance to play. Dinged up a little bit in 2018, but when he's...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Looking for the end zone. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side of the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Whitney merciless. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Watson on 1st down. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. A 1st down carry now for Miller. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. They'll go with a draw. Watson hands to Miller. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Watson on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not? Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 30, 10, 5, and it's a Jacksonville touchdown. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. From the 31, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. From the gun on 3rd, Watson finding fouls complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. To throw is Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. There's Foles. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Foles. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. No gain on the dump off at 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Foles. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Foles going to come up now 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On 1st down, Miller. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Foles now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. The open man is Westbrook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Foles. And able to find Conley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They start the drive with Hyde. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big run there by Hyde. 86 yards. So that play flips the field right on its ear. Here's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Interception. Okay, baby. Let's get this.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Leonard Fournette, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. It's complete to Fuller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Pass interference. Defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. On second down, here's Fournette. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Watson underneath from Miller. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run on first down. It's Miller. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On on second down and 4. Watson, he's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. First down, a run with Hyde. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Again, it's Hyde. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They begin with a run by Fournette. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A quick throw complete to Chark. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now Foles. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Foles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. There's Foles. Bryant has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Foles going to come up now 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now here in London. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got the hook up to Miller. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Now a first down throw. Watson into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Watson. It's caught. It's Miller. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marcus Gilchrist, the strong safety, there to force the incompletion. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Max Sharping, the guilty party, 2nd-round pick from Northern Illinois. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think you got caught in between and created a foul.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. To throw is Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Josh Allen in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Open man, the tight end fails. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Foles.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Foles toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. That's out to his running back, Fournette.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a two-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. To throw again on second down. Watson, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Watson, and now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
A mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. They'll look to throw here. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On first down, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw again on second down. Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Foles ready to lead this offense. Down by 1. A little under a minute 50 remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. A pass there complete to Westbrook. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. A quick throw, but incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. He'll look to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Back to throw. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Again, it's Fournette. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. He's hit 3 times already, and this for the win. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jags,